today's video, we'll be looking at woke TikToks that will change how you see reality. Oh, and yeah, this isn't my pink drink. This is my wife's. She got an extra one. You know, they got her order wrong, so of course I took it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might as well not give it back. I'll drink it. You know, I don't care if it's pink.
When a fish is in water, they don't know they're in water. They don't realize they're just like how we are with air.
Yo, I'm sorry. We're only 8 seconds in and I'm pausing, but what she said just blew my mind because fish don't know that they're in water when they're in water. But isn't the air that we're surrounded by technically a version of water?
Oh my God!
Oh, snap.
We probably feel about air the exact same way they do as water. You just move through it naturally. You're just suspended in it. And then I got thinking about it and I was like, air is really cool. Like, this element is actually, it's like water times 10. So fast. And then I was like, this makes life more fun if you think about it. Like, I'm in an element, like I'm swimming, like I'm in a thing right now. And like, I wish I could tell the whales, like, you're in water. Like, that's so cool. You're just breathing under there. And they're like, you're breathing in air. We're just here. It's so cool. It's just making life so much more fun.
It's crazy. Video like this just make you think though, don't it?
No matter what your spiritual practice is, no matter what you do, you have to be connecting with earth in some type of way. Whether or not you're Christian, pagan, or just spiritual in some type of way, you need to connect with nature because that frequency is what's going to heal your soul. Not everyone has a chance to go outside every single day. So what else can we do to connect with nature on a daily basis? 3 quick tips. 1, open up your windows, let that fresh air get into the house. AC is damaging your lungs and damaging your skin. 2, go get you some plants, put them in your house, water them daily or water them however you need to, and get that plant frequency in your house so you can connect with nature that way. 1, get you some rocks and crystals. Rocks that are sitting outside your house have the frequency of the outdoors. They're getting all the sunlight, they're getting all the moonlight, and they've been sitting outdoors their entire lives. Take that rock, put it inside your house, and work with the rock. The rock has stored energy into it because it's been outside. Just as well, you can go to your favorite store, mine, Intercrystallization, and buy yourself some crystals and let that crystal sit outside and get the moonlight, sunlight, and bring it back inside and work with it on a daily basis.
Got all the copper
Peace.
wraps.
Follow me for more info.
Can anyone tell me why we're the only creatures on this planet that are completely not living by the laws of nature, but instead by laws made by people that the majority of us don't even know? Why are we doing that again? Like, for some reason, instead of being governed by the laws that every other species is, we're governed by the ideologies of men whose main goal is to profit as much as they can.
Capitalism, baby.
We are literally living by the rules of the monopoly man. I don't know, it just seems a little whack if you ask me. So, I'm gonna go forget about that for a while by looking at rocks and playing with seagulls. Bye. Meep. Meep. Meep.
Y'all ever notice that everybody want to be friends with the seer until they see you? Everybody want to be friends with the spiritual person until they start getting intuitive downloads about who you really are and what your true intentions are towards them. It's all fun and games until I start calling you out on the shit that you don't even want to acknowledge. Yeah, you want to be with me so bad until I start triggering those childhood wounds and emotions, and now you going through a spiritual awakening. Your family think that I'm a witch. Listen, baby, this shit ain't for the weak. Alright? That's why you find a lot of us, anybody that's spiritually gifted, chosen ones, whatever it is that you want to call, we end up being alone a lot of times because people cannot handle our true nature. We not doing this shit.
Hey, does anybody else feel like that? You know, once you start waking up, once you start going on your spiritual journey and you start talking to other people, they don't really want to be around you like that. They ain't really trying to hear that. But here come this brother with that woke talk. They don't like that stuff, do they?
On purpose. We can't help it. A lot of us are spiritually gifted, and yes, if you come around us, we will get information about you. We are claircognizant. We are clairvoyant. I am clairaudient like a whole bunch of other people. We don't necessarily do this out of trying to attack you. We do it out of love. So if you can't handle it, baby, just stay over there. I won't take it personally.
People see you, right? People see what you're doing. Yeah? A lot of people are inspired by what you're doing. A lot of people have monitoring spirits. What do I mean by monitoring spirits? Have you ever been on social media and you might get more story views than likes? You go on social media and you post and you see that there's more people watching your Snapchat than clicking like on your Instagram, right? They're quick to view a video of you, but they don't want to comment, they don't want to like, they don't want to share, right? That's a monitoring spirit. And a lot of people move like that these days. And a lot of people watch you, you know what I mean? A lot of people are learning from you, right? But they will never tell you because a lot of people have ego. A lot of people are battling with the ego within. They don't want to come to you and be like, oh, I saw what you're doing, you know. I saw what you're doing. I like it. I like how you're doing this. Can I have some advice on how to get like this? No, they don't want to do that. Because a lot of people want to be that one that other people come to them for
That's
stuff
facts.
for, right? It's a sad reality, but this is how people are.
Everyone want to
It's
be
very
that one.
narcissistic, right?
We got
But
we got narcissistic and egotistic ways. You know, it's crazy.
don't think for a second that you are not doing well because people are silent. People are watching you and supporting you in silence. And yeah, it spreads across the border in different things. Sometimes they're watching you because they're watching you out of hate. Sometimes they're watching you because they support you. And sometimes they're watching you out of shock. Some people are shocked that you've actually come out of the hole that you dug yourself out of. You know what I mean? But yeah, don't think for a second people don't see your growth. They see everything. A lot of people are like that to me, and I had people pop up to me the other day. Oh, I see what you're doing, Izzy. And these are people that have watched me for years and didn't say a damn thing, right? So don't get discouraged. Keep doing what you're doing. A lot of people are silently rooting for you, as well as silently waiting for you to fail. So there's two sides to the coin, right? But it's down to you if whether you're gonna stick it through or not. You know what I mean? Stay focused.
The most
Stay
intuitive
focused.
people are
Nah,
loners.
man.
A lot of the times you'll notice the most intuitive people like to be alone. It's because they are natural bullshit detectors and they don't want to be around anything that tries to basically mess with their intelligence in any way. And it's just more draining when you know what's going on. You can't fake the funk. You can't sit around and pretend like, no,
For real though.
it is what
You
it
can't.
is. Also, don't let people make you feel any type of way because you don't want to be around every situation. Understand some people will put themselves in situations that they're not even comfortable in just to be there, to be a part of something. And you'll notice a lot of intuitive people, or what people deem to be the popular loners, don't do that. And when I say popular loners, that means that you're very well known. People enjoy your energy. People want to be around you, but you don't want to be around a lot of people. People get offended about that term. I don't know why, because the reality is popular loners, it's not that they think that they're better than anybody. It's literally that they understand energy and they don't want to be around a lot of energies, and they're very intuitive. You're not going to be able to get anything past them. And also, they don't want people just ciphering their energy, because let's be real, sometimes people invite you places to energy dump on you. They'll cipher your energy and then dump their shit energy onto you. Also, ignore my eye. It's having some type of allergic reaction, so it's looking crazy out here. So they're very selective about the places and things they go. So if somebody goes with you and you know that they're like this and they decide to go with you a place, understand that it took a lot for them to go to that place. So they really mess with you. In addition to that, if they do have to go somewhere, because let's be real, sometimes we do have to do things that we don't want to do, they'll be the people that are more reserved in the back, and then people are like, oh, why aren't you chiming in? Why aren't you doing that? It's not that they are shy. It's not that they don't want to talk. It's that they need to have a moment to skim, observe what's going on in the room, and understand who has their best interest, who doesn't have their best interest, and then they'll go and gravitate towards the people that they know that they can mingle with. Some people who know that they don't have good intentions for this person will take it as a personal offense or a jab and be like, that person's acting da-da-da. Well, why do you feel a certain type of way about that person just being to themselves? That they're already telling on themselves. So that's why that person doesn't want to be around you, because they already felt your energy and knew that you were on some BS. And look at you. You're getting offended that they don't even want to be around you, or they don't want to be in your vicinity. Why do you need validation from another person? Why can't you have fun without worrying about why that person over there in the corner is not having fun, in your opinion? Because 9 times out of 10, they're having the time of their life. They just don't need to put it in your face. And if they aren't having the time of life, because 9 times out of 10, the energy levels are very high and it's time to go after a certain period, that's still none of your business. And this is why they're not around. So for the people that resonate with this, don't let anybody make you feel any type of way for not going anywhere or wanting to be around that person who has a mutual friend. You know that mutual friend don't really like you, but they're just trying to tolerate you. Or that toxic family member that every time you go around them, as soon as you leave the room, they talk about you. It is okay to put yourself first and to have boundaries with these type of people and to stay away. If people don't understand you, then they're not meant to be around you. Don't make yourself uncomfortable to make other people comfortable, because they're not going to do that for you.
I like what she said at the end. Don't make yourself uncomfortable just to make other people comfortable. Yeah, I'm going to have to quote that one. I like that one.
Realize it's all a simulation.
Like a game, it is a game. It's a video game, and that's all it is.
So the entire world is a game.
Yes.
And we're all just players in the game?
Not exactly. I'm a player. All these people here are players. We live in the real world. You only exist here. It's why you can never leave Free City. You're what we call an NPC.
NPC, the policeman and the muscular body rabbit. They call me that. What is an NPC?
Yo, I've never seen this movie, but I heard it was pretty good.
I don't understand.
You're a non-player character. A background person. Someone designed to
My boy was an NPC.
Wait, hold on a second. Just stop for a second. I want to make sure that I'm getting this straight. I just want to fully understand here. Right? So I'm fake. The entire world is fake. I'm not even a main character. I'm just this idiot who's in the background. I mean, Millie, why are you even saying this? I love you.
You only think that because it's in your programming.
It's in the Matrix. Hey, yo, and I think I seen this part, right? This is where he's going to reach the firmament, I believe. Peep this, y'all. Look at that. The firmament. Told you. I seen this scene. Someone had posted something like this a while ago. That's what made me really want to watch this movie. Still haven't watched it yet, though. Just imagine. Imagine that being real and you'd be able to walk through that and see a whole new world.
Don't any of you get it? None of this matters. None of it. It's
Yeah.
fake. We don't
That's how dudes be when they get woke.
Have y'all noticed that the rulers of this matrix eliminate anything that they can't control? And TikTok, I know the rulers of this government is trying to control the media, so I'ma just say this is fake for educational purposes and scripted. If they can't control it or they can't get their hands on it, they terminate you. Extraterrestrials, aliens, if you're watching this, please help. For example, let's talk about these police and CIA agents who have been on their deathbed confessing about people they have killed and covered up their deaths. Pretty sure we all know who Dr. Sebi is, but if you don't, he was the man who was known to cure arthritis, sickle cell, HIV, diabetes, and you name it. He got arrested, went to jail, and died from pneumonia. A herbalist. For example, Bob Marley. Don't you forget about Martin Luther King. Found guilty of assassination. Let's talk about Malcolm X.
The FBI and New York police departments are facing new calls to finally open their records related to the assassination of Malcolm X. This comes after the release of a deathbed confession of a former undercover New York police officer who admitted to being part of a broad New York police and FBI conspiracy targeting Malcolm.
I mean, we kind of already knew that.
What about the doctors who have found cancer-causing situations or even cure for cancer? Found with gunshot wounds in their chest, suicide by shooting themselves in the back of the head, or just dying of natural causes. Or we could talk about the people who have figured out how to turn gas into water.
Stanley Allen Meyer was the inventor of the water fuel cell automobile, a buggy powered by water. Stanley stated that oil industry representatives had repeatedly threatened him and even offered millions of dollars to destroy all traces of his work.
And he ends up meeting with some investors, drinks something, runs outside and says they poisoned me. Then all of his work and his cars disappeared and nobody can find them now. Let's talk about Aaron Salters, who was in the Buffalo shooting, who had got killed.
Check this out. Aaron Salter Jr. wore many hats in his life. Retired police officer, substitute teacher. But one of his true passions was science. He built a lab in his garage where he spent countless hours working to develop an engine that could run on water.
Now, isn't it ironic that Porsche is replacing gasoline with air and water, releasing in 2022? Like I said, releasing things and dropping things when they have control over it. Don't let me get started about these dispensaries. I'm gonna have to make this in another video. Y'all stay dangerous.
Universe. The reason why you are slaves is because of the simple fact that you've been made afraid of death. Anytime a motherfucker dies, you should applaud that shit. The ancient Egyptians say that death is like a bird that was captured in a cage and then released from the cage.
Catastrophic event that's finna come from this is way bigger than what we call COVID and all this other stuff, y'all. And it seemed like that since that didn't work, and since a lot of people woke up to what they were doing, they like, you know what? Well, it's time to go to plan B. It's too many Negroes waking up, the world waking up. Now it's time to hit them with another one. But this is serious, y'all. So, you know, I'm emergency broadcasting this to hurry up and give people in these areas that I'm finna mention, like for instance, Ohio, whether you in East Palestine or not, if you in the whole entire state of Ohio, you should be listening to this, and y'all should share this, and y'all should tag Ohio in here. If you in Tennessee, any city in Tennessee, you should be listening to this. If you in Texas, any city in Texas, you should be listening to this. Arizona, any city in Arizona, you should be listening to this. Missouri and Illinois.
Oh man, I was hoping he would not say Illinois. Now I'm scared, man. Come on, Yaki.
City in Missouri and Illinois, you should be listening to this. South Carolina and North Carolina, Georgia, you should be listening to this, you know, because this is, if you follow the river and if you follow the burn path and if you follow the so-called blast radius of this stuff, this is where these things are ending up at. And I know y'all asking like, okay, Yaki, you saying a blast radius, but it was actually a train derailment. To me, it was a blast. It seemed like that they sent in toxic, liquefied, you know, hazmatic chemicals in a place, and they purposely, you know, and I know I'm saying this, I'm gonna snatch this down and I'm gonna put it on my my Rumble, but it seemed like they did this on purpose. And then how in the hell is it over 8 derailments within a couple of weeks from each other, y'all, back to back, and every last derailment had chemical combustion chemicals on it that causes generational defects on the mitochondria DNA that messes with your birth, messes with your reproductive system, it messes with your neurological mobility, it literally messes with everything that you call life. You know what I'm saying? That's not a coincidence, y'all. We are being attacked and we not realizing. And then I see people on Facebook.
Can't be.
For those of you that are not fully aware right now, everything that's happening is all entertainment. It's the distraction entertainment. What is it keeping you from? That distraction ain't keeping you from knowing what's going on, like with the UFOs or the Epstein list, or what's going on in the government, or all this stuff with, so say, Beyonce being exposed. No, it's keeping people from understanding that the veil has lifted. The veil has lifted. A portal has opened for us to shift out of this reality, to shift into another dimension. Yes, in the same body, to shift into another dimension. What's in that dimension? A whole new world, a whole new life, a whole new beginning, a reset that's filled with abundance, peace, love, joy, wealth, health. And it required us to shift our frequency. So those of you that feel detached, it's like you're detached from everything. Yeah, it's because your higher self is going to shift you into that new reality. So, you know, y'all know that saying, out of sight, out of mind. The people that's stuck in the 3D, like for us, even we won't remember them and they won't remember us, because we'll be on the other side enjoying our life, living like kings and queens, living free in the mind, body, and soul. So, you know, all those people that told you were crazy and, you know, you stopped believing all this stuff and you shifted. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be out of sight, out of mind. And this is why a lot of you been getting messages to trust yourself, to keep going, to not get caught up. See, what most people don't know is that everything is run through energy. Okay. And so what they do is they put these low vibing, because you can't shift into the 5D with low vibing energy. Because this false reality, that's what it runs off of, low reality. So this is why they have created the devil and all these demonic low vibing entities. It's to keep, and notice how the people that say they don't like the devil, they're engaged in all that. There's a lot of people that is engaged. Let me tell y'all something. Disconnect and focus on shifting to this new reality, because the veil is going to come back down and the portal is going to close. And I have not been shown when it's going to close. But I'm telling you, there's a new reality that's waiting on you. But guess what? You have the free will. You can keep engaging in this world or shift to the new one.
A whole new world. Hey, y'all heard the lady. It's a whole new world out here, man. You got to change your vibrations, change your frequency. What you do frequently determines your frequency. You hear me? These were some of the most woke TikToks that are on the internet. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.